The house on Maple Street. In a quiet suburban town, nestled at the end of Maple Street, was an old, seemingly abandoned house. The locals whispered about its eerie past, claiming it once belonged to a man named Vincent, an unassuming, mild-mannered recluse who was later revealed to be a psychopath responsible for a series of disappearances over 2 decades. The story follows Anna, a journalist who recently moved to town, determined to investigate the rumors. She becomes fascinated with Vincent's case, as none of his victims' bodies were ever found, and the police never uncovered the full truth. Driven by curiosity, Anna decides to visit the house alone one stormy evening, armed with her camera and flashlight. Inside, the house is frozen in time. Faded wallpaper, dusty furniture, and chilling signs of a life abruptly interrupted. But as Anna explores, she begins to uncover Vincent's dark secrets. In the basement, she finds a hidden room filled with eerie memorabilia, photographs of missing people, strange drawings, and a journal detailing Vincent's twisted thoughts. The journal reveals his fascination with manipulating and breaking people psychologically before their ultimate demise. As Anna reads, she realizes that Vincent documented not only his past victims, but also potential future ones. Her name is the last entry. Suddenly the house creaks, and the flashlight flickers. Shadows move, and Anna hears faint whispers. Panic sets in as she discovers she's not alone. The door slams shut, and she realizes someone has been watching her all along. The story escalates into a nerve-wracking chase as Anna tries to escape. The twist: Vincent isn't dead. He had faked his death and has been living in the walls of the house, waiting for someone curious enough to enter. Anna's survival depends on her wit and courage as she faces Vincent's traps and unrelenting pursuit. The story ends ambiguously, with Anna managing to escape the house, only to receive a package at her new home days later, a photograph of herself inside the Maple Street house. Taken from the shadows, Anna's escape from the house on Maple Street left her physically unharmed but mentally scarred. She couldn't shake the image of Vincent's gaunt, shadowy figure and the feeling of being hunted. After her narrow escape, she moved to a new apartment on the other side of town, far from Maple Street. She tried to convince herself it was over, but the package with her photo was only the beginning. Weeks later, Anna received another package. This time, it contained an old cassette tape labeled "Play Me." Against her better judgment, she played it. The distorted recording was of Vincent's voice, calm and methodical, as he described her daily routine, when she left for work, when she returned, even what she cooked for dinner. "You're fascinating, Anna." His voice purred. "You survived my house, but this is far from over. Let's play a new game." Fear gripped Anna. She contacted the police, but they dismissed her claims, saying she lacked proof that Vincent was alive. They chalked it up to trauma and paranoia. Feeling alone and helpless, Anna decided to take matters into her own hands. The next day, Anna found a Polaroid picture taped to her apartment door. It showed her asleep in her bed. On the back, scrawled in red ink, were the words, "You're it." Desperate to regain control, Anna delved deeper into Vincent's past, researching his methods and victims. She discovered that Vincent wasn't just a psychopath. He was a master manipulator who thrived on fear. Each of his victims had been subjected to a psychological game designed to break them. Anna knew she couldn't win by playing defensively. She had to confront Vincent on her terms. Using the clues from Vincent's journal and the tapes, Anna pieced together his possible hideouts. She discovered an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of town that matched a description from one of his entries. Armed with a recording device, a flashlight, and a sense of determination, she went to the warehouse at midnight. Inside, the air was thick with dust and decay. Anna found more of Vincent's trophies, personal belongings of his victims, and a wall covered in Polaroids, including several of her. But before she could process the horror, the lights went out. Vincent's voice echoed through the building, taunting her. "I knew you'd come, Anna. You're just like the others, so predictable, but you're special. Let's see how far you'll go to survive." Vincent turned the warehouse into a maze of traps. Anna narrowly avoided a swinging blade, fell into a pit filled with rats, and fought to keep her composure as Vincent's voice mocked her over the speakers. Despite the fear, she pressed on, determined to outsmart him. Finally, she reached the control room where Vincent was hiding. He underestimated her resolve. Anna used the tools she found along the way to disable his traps and corner him. For a moment, she thought she had won. But Vincent, ever the manipulator, revealed his final card. "You think this is the end?" He laughed. "This is just the beginning. You've already lost, Anna. The real game started the moment you stepped into my house." Before Anna could react, an explosion rocked the warehouse. Vincent had rigged it to destroy all evidence. Anna barely escaped, but Vincent disappeared once again, leaving behind only his haunting laughter. Back home, Anna found another package waiting for her. This time, it contained a map with the words, "Round 2." Anna realized that as long as Vincent was alive, she'd never truly be free. But now she was no longer just his prey. She was ready to become his hunter. Anna stared at the map, her hands trembling but her resolve hardening. It was a detailed sketch of an isolated forest near the outskirts of town, with an X marking a spot deep within the woods. Vincent's taunting note, "Round 2," was a challenge she could no longer ignore. This time, Anna wasn't going in blind. She spent days preparing. She bought a survival kit, a small weapon for self-defense, and a tracker that would send her location to a trusted friend. Anna wasn't just playing Vincent's game anymore. She was rewriting the rules. On a cold, moonless night, Anna followed the map to the forest. The woods were eerily silent, the towering trees casting long shadows. As she ventured deeper, she found signs of Vincent's presence, broken branches, odd markings on trees, and the unmistakable stench of decay. After hours of navigating the dark forest, she arrived at the marked location, a decrepit cabin hidden among the trees. Its windows were boarded up, and the door hung slightly ajar, creaking with the wind. Anna took a deep breath and stepped inside. The air inside the cabin was suffocating. The walls were lined with disturbing sketches and newspaper clippings about Vincent's past crimes. On a table in the center of the room lay a single note, "Welcome, Anna. You're getting closer." Suddenly, the door slammed shut behind her. A faint click echoed through the room. It was locked. The lights flickered on, revealing cameras in every corner. Vincent's voice filled the cabin through hidden speakers. "You've come far, Anna, but this is where it ends. Let's see if you can handle my final test." The cabin was a labyrinth of puzzles and traps. Vincent had designed it to test Anna's willpower and intelligence. Each room forced her to confront her fears. In one room, she had to crawl through a narrow tunnel filled with live snakes. In another, she faced a video projection of Vincent torturing one of his past victims, designed to break her mentally. Despite the horrors, Anna pushed through. She knew this was her chance to end Vincent's reign of terror once and for all. After hours of navigating the cabin, Anna finally reached a locked steel door. Using clues she had gathered, she unlocked it and stepped into a dimly lit basement. There, she found Vincent, calmly sitting in a chair, waiting for her. "Well done, Anna," he said, smiling. "You're stronger than I thought. But you didn't come here to win. You came here to kill me, didn't you?" Anna raised her weapon, her hands shaking. "It ends now, Vincent." But Vincent laughed, his voice echoing in the small room. "You think killing me will set you free? You've already become like me. Look at yourself, obsessed, relentless, willing to cross any line to get what you want. We're the same." For a moment, Anna hesitated, his words cutting deep. But then she remembered the faces of his victims, the lives he destroyed. With a surge of determination, she fired. When the police arrived hours later, they found Anna sitting outside the cabin, covered in dirt and blood. Vincent's body was discovered in the basement, but his final words haunted her. This isn't over. Back at home, Anna tried to move on. But as she lay in bed that night, her phone buzzed. It was a message from an unknown number. "Congratulations, Anna. You passed the test. Let's see how far you'll go in round 3.